This is Mynah. If you've been to Half Stack Online, you may have heard her music performances done through algorithmic coding, which is kind of a really cool performance style that she has. And she's going to share some of that with us today. I could tell, let's see, some of the music she uses, she first creates and then resamples it and then pulls it in through code. So it sounds a lot better than just sort of random music. I'm doing a horrible job explaining this, but we're really short on time. And what else should I say? Yeah, I'll let you talk. I feel like I'm mansplaining, and I don't like doing that at all. So.
Hi, everyone. Well, it's really nice to be here. It's my first live performance in front of people since the beginning of the pandemic, so I'm like really stoked to be here. And after like playing like what 3-4 half stacks before online, so awesome. So what I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to be live coding. So I'm going to be making some music and some beeps using a software that's called Sonic Pi, which is based on the Ruby language. So if you're not familiar with what live coding is, basically I write code live that makes sounds, and like any kind of code, things can go wrong. So a lot of people say that live coding is kind of like debugging in public. So you might see errors pop up and you might see things going wrong. Sometimes I can fix them, sometimes not, and you are welcome to shout if you see what is causing the bug, and I'm not seeing it. You're welcome to help me out. It's part of the thing. It's part of the live coding experience. So just a few words on the music that I'm going to perform for you today. You're going to hear quite a lot of string sounds like violin, cellos, bass, this kind of stuff. So these sounds are actually made with software instruments that are physically modeled. So they're not based on sample libraries, they're physically modeled instruments. And it is all my music that I've pre-programmed and sampled prior to the performance. So it's not just random samples that I'm taking and making the music with. So this is all original music. And on top of that, the performance is inspired and kind of borrowing the words of a man that is a big inspiration for me, that I've read quite a lot of his books. And I'm not going to name him because you'll see his name in the code. So if you read the code, you'll see who it is. So it is meant to be slightly thought-provoking, but I hope that you enjoy it. And I'll go on and play some music.
birthday was last week. Now it feels like I'm on borrowed time. There are so many things I wish I could tell you. I don't know how long I've got, and so many of the things I was going to do are clearly not going to happen. So this is what I'd like known about my life and work, what I tried to do, what I actually did so far, and what I'd like credit for, in case I die tomorrow, and in case I don't. I didn't do any one main thing, but I thought of a lot of things first. I inspired a lot of people, coined a lot of words that people use, invented a few things not well known, and kept telling people about a great new world that I thought was coming. The computer world deals with imaginary, arbitrary, made-up stuff that was all made up by somebody. Everything you see was designed and put there by someone, but so often we have to deal with junk and not knowing whom to blame. We blame technology. Technology exists, but it's like marital fidelity. There's a lot of it, but a lot less of it than people think. And often what people call technology isn't. I don't understand technology often means something like, I don't understand the crappy menus of this stupid camera. People often say, you can't argue with technology. Of course you can. All kinds of junk is foisted on the public in the name of technology, but you have to know what else is possible. Same assignment to 100 different programmers, you'll get at least 75 different methods. It's all very personal. Everyone has passionate ideas and ideals and wants to create software to fulfill those ideas and ideals. What is a movie? A movie is events on the screen that affect the heart and mind of the viewer. What is interactive software? The events on the screen that affect the heart and mind of the user and interact and have consequences. Here's what I stood for from the beginning. Freedom and privacy and creativity and understanding. New forms of writing and new forms of education, which I thought would be fostered by the hypertext system I was working with. I also stood for non-hierarchical ways of structuring, maintaining true archives, clarity of visualization, making people smarter. For 25 years, from 1965 to 1990, I was the world spokesman for freedom on the networks that I knew were coming. I lectured on freedom and hypertext in the USA, England, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Japan, and Australia. I published many articles. Henry Lowood has assembled a surprisingly large bibliography of my publications. And in my ongoing projects, I strove to create a different kind of computer world and a different kind of hypertext world from those we have now. Then things got locked up in different. Talking about how great the new computer world was going to be and how great worldwide hypertext was going to be. How idealistic I was. Standing up for the ideals everyone else hoped to see in the exciting new computer world others were beginning to imagine as well. is an experiment. That's how evolution works. My life has been far more experimental than yours. Experimental in lifestyle, experimental in my missions, experimental in my towering aspirations. I can't help thinking this would be a better world if I'd done a better job. So, today's computer world, all is disappointed people in the future, not just me. I imagine making people smarter, making everyone more intellectual, instead they want networks full of cat pictures and lies. I'm reminded of discussions I heard at CBS hanging out with my father in the 1940s about how television would raise the intellectual level of Americans. And now look at how that intellectual level has been debased by television. And we see the same degradation on the net. I wanted to create new forms of education, not locked to the curriculum model. Curriculum is a great evil with a schedule of timing for every topic. Education where students could choose alternative pathways. That's what I wanted. But the realities are very different. The computer world is a nightmare honky-tonk prison gone wrong in so many ways. What the future of the world will be in today's mess of ignorance and malware, we can tell. There are still many avenues of that spirit of that age leaked into the world. There was a sense of possibility at the beginning. It's different because we thought we did not imagine great thought. Citizens wrote on thinking about leisure or about the terrible problems that come up. All I can say is close your eyes and think what might be. Last week. Now it feels like I'm on borrowed time. There are so many things I wish I could tell you. I don't know how long I've got. So many things I was going to do really not going to happen. So this is what I'd like known about my life and work, what I tried to do, what I actually did so far, and what I'd like credit for in case I die tomorrow, in case I don't. I didn't do any one main thing, but I thought of a lot of things first. Inspired a lot of people, coined a lot of words that people use, invented a few things not well known, and kept telling people about a great new world that I thought was coming. When we look at the past of computer development, it's through a lens which is very peculiar because things have changed so much so fast. To me, those 50 years since I've been in the computer field have gone so quickly that the past seems ever present. In the 60s and 70s, a lot of young people started communes, and it was a combination of free love, which is a term you don't hear anymore because it's taken for granted, and pot, and LSD, and idealism, and hopes for a new kind of economy. And that spirit of that age leaked into the computer world. There was a sense of possibility in the beginning that is different because we thought computing would be artisanal. We did not imagine great monopolies. We thought the citizen programmer would be the leader. When I say we, I mean I, but of course, I had a sense I was sharing this with a lot of people. Had visions of democratization, of citizen participation, of great vistas of possibility for artistic expression and artistic expression in software. And software is an art form, although not generally recognized as such.
What an incredible way to end the day. Thank you, Mynah.